Hey guys, it's pen mail day, but I wanted to do things just a little differently today because I got something that's a little different. First, let me show you something that's not different. Just got a cross converter because I've got a very nice cross pen on the way. All right, it's a Star Wars. And I'm into Star Wars stuff. And I'm going to have a full-on Star Wars episode because I've been a fan of Star Wars since it came out. So, pen mail today. Let's see. Peyton Street pens. I've ordered from them for a couple of times now. And I got a Schaefer Imperial 2 Deluxe from them a little while ago that I shared with you. And I was checking out their website just the other day. And I ordered something that I had never seen before. A new old stock 1970s version of a Pilot pen, the Pilot Tank. I'd never heard of a tank before, at least not from Pilot. So I went ahead and I ordered it because it was a decent price, and I figured, all right, it's convertible, meaning it was made to be an eyedropper filled pen, but it is fully convertible to be able to use a converter or a cartridge. As a matter of fact, they even send you a Pilot cartridge to go along with it, should you choose to go ahead and make it into a cartridge filler instead of just being a converter filler. So they had various colors and nib sizes. I personally like medium nibs, so I ordered the one in black in gold trim with a medium nib. That's kind of my favorite. So I went ahead and did it that way. So it's just a slip top, and it's got a gold plated Pilot nib. There you go there. I'll give you some more close-up views now that I've got a camera where I can do that. Alright, so this is nothing more than plastic all the way through. The whole thing is plastic, so it's nothing special. It's not an expensive pen. So it's got a clip that's fairly functional on the finial. That's what you've got there. So, it's just a slip cap, nothing special. Plastic section, plastic barrel. The section is fairly long enough. And when you pull it off, you've got this little thing here where normally a cartridge or a converter would go. So, one of the things that they did is they included some of the original documentation on this, the non-self-filling fountain pen. Okay, that's fine. Just to let you know, I paid $23 for this thing, shipped. I ordered it on a Friday, and it arrived on Monday. So it went from California to the East Coast, and in my mailbox within 3 days. Not bad at all. So for the folks over at Peyton Street Pens, thank you, Terry. I appreciate it. I've ordered from you before. I will continue to order, and I keep sending business your way because I know people have purchased after having seen the videos that I've done about your service. So they sent this along with it, which basically tells you how to do it. So if you want to use your Pilot, how to use your Pilot tank. Well, you can use it as an eyedropper if you want, and it gives you the instructions on how to do that. And on the website, the reason I bought it was because on the website they advertised that you could do this very thing that I am about to do. And I haven't done it yet, so that's why I'm doing this video now. So, one of the things that you can do, this little plastic thing, if you guys don't have a set of forceps like this, they're invaluable for use. When Radio Shack was around, you can get a cheap plastic handled version for about $3. You can find these on eBay really, really easily. So, here you go. Doink. It's just that plastic insert. And now, you can put your cartridge or converter. And I didn't have any converters laying around. I used up all my Pilot ones for other people's pens. So I robbed one out of a Metropolitan. So it goes in nice and tight, as it should. So now this is a converter instead of an eyedropper, with one exception. One of the things that they tell you is that there's foam in here. Once again, let's go in. There you go. Little foam plug at the bottom, and it's empty. So now, here we go. Ta-da! So I'm going to ink this thing up real quick, and we'll just see how well it writes. And I just got this thing, just like I said, in today's mail. Haven't inked it up yet, haven't really played with it yet, so you'll get to see how it writes as soon as I get to see how it writes. Okay, so I had just finished inking up the Pilot tank with the converter and using some Diamine Onyx Black, which is the first black ink that I ever got that I really, really liked. I haven't used it in a while, so I figured let's give it a shot. So, because this cap is so lightweight, I figure I'm going to post it. It does not back weight it or throw off the balance at all of this particular pen. And just a sheet of Rhodia dot pad that I had. So let's give it a shot. So this will be a Pilot tank with a medium nib. It actually writes a little on the fine side of medium, which shouldn't be all that surprising to you considering it is a Japanese medium. So it is just a little finer than you're going to find with European or American nibs. But it's from the 70s, so I expect a little bit of spring on the steel nib. And it's got a little bit of spring to it, not a tremendous amount, but it has just a tiny little bit of flex. Definitely not a flex pen, but it does have a little give to it. So let's take a look. It does well there, so let's try writing a little more quickly. So if I want to scribble, that works well. So let's try reverse. Very fine and very scratchy. Definitely don't recommend that. But, you know, this is a $23 Pilot. And from the 1970s. Found it new old stock. Get that out of the way. Hey, I can't complain, you know. It's not a bad deal. For $23, you get a decent writing, good writing pen. So, it's actually fairly smooth. You may hear just a little bit of feedback, but not bad at all. So, Pilot tank, got it from Peyton Street Pens.com.